came out today, and you're coming with me all day to figure out what we are doing. I'm going to talk about some things that I've been growing through. Really, you're just going to hang out with me all day. You want to do that? We're trying something different, and I've had a couple recommendations. Jen did a recommendation of doing a day in the life. So, what better day to do a day in the life than when my book comes out? It's just, how is this real life? All right, so normally Kyle makes me coffee, but today he's kind of sleepy, and I've been up since 4:44. I woke up at 4:44, no joke. Woke up at 4:44, and yeah, my book was online, so it was just crazy. So I am gonna make myself a cup of my coffee before Kyle gets in here. I just have to remember to take a deep breath. Like sometimes I get so excited, and yeah, then my anxiety kicks in, and I have to like just breathe deeply. Oh geez, there we go. I'm literally speechless. I've been speechless for hours. Like seeing my book on there, I just, yeah, I don't know. Because so much has been up in the air lately, right? Like with the bus being the way it is and having to pick it up. And now there's a problem with the AC. The AC isn't cooling, and we have to pay $1,200 to get it fixed. Yeah, because the builder installed it wrong. And like that's the thing, we found out so many things that has been done wrong, or cut corners, or safety issues. Yeah, we found a lot of those in this bus, and that's been really heartbreaking to have to kind of come to terms with, right? Like we paid $128,000 to have our bus done by a friend. Now seeing everything that was done so shoddy in the bus, that's been difficult to like process and digest and be okay with, right? Because yeah, we could spend energy fighting them or whatever. We didn't have a contract because it was a friend, long story, I know. But we could spend like forever trying to fight them and all the things, but at the end of the day, is it worth it? Is that money and so much stress and energy worth fighting them for? Or is it better to redirect that energy into getting our bus done and moving on? Because it's just money. It's literally just money. And I don't know, I don't want to spend my time upset and resentful and like carry those nasty emotions inside. But today we have something fun. You're in for a treat this day in the life. We're gonna see how it goes. We're going on an Amazon factory tour. I don't know what I can like film or take pictures of, so I don't know how much you're gonna see. So I'm not gonna promise a whole lot, but as soon as we're done, I'll pick you up. Because it's a very like strict tour. You can only take certain pictures. You have to wear closed-toed shoes. I can't wear my earth runners. What am I gonna do with my life? I have some other grounding shoes I'll wear. Oh, I've got to get dressed. Do you want to get dressed with me? Do you want to like come get dressed and pick out my clothes with me? I'm really excited. I'm so excited you're here and that you're coming over today. It's gonna be so awesome. It's book launch day. So many people have been sending me screenshots and text and giving me voice memos saying they purchased Soulful Miles. I'll leave the book in the description if you feel called, but what a day, and I am so glad you're here with me for it. Kyle made me a new cup of coffee. Mine was just, it didn't taste good. Plus, he makes coffee every morning, and he got up and he was like, hey, I'm getting up, I'm making a cup of coffee. Would you like a cup? Absolutely, I would. The planes, we're staying next to a airfield, and yeah, the planes are very loud, very loud. It gives us an opportunity to practice patience, right? So I I've got to pick out my clothes. Would you like to help me? I have a full closet, and so for the Amazon tour, I have to wear something that has closed-toed, not flowy, and is like somewhat not going to get caught in any crazy machinery or stuff like that. Well, I just got this. Molly and I went shopping the other day, and I got this cool red, like a reddish color jean jumpsuit thing from Target. And normally I do not buy a lot of like new clothing, because unless it's Cantha Bay, but even that, it's not really new because it's hundreds of year old fabric. Anywho, I digress. I try not to buy a whole lot of new clothes because I don't want to contribute to the fast fashion. However, there are times where I find pieces that really touch my soul, and this one was one of them. So, oh, you want to see my bathroom? Look at what we've gotten done. I know that there's Dolly Mug. Dolly Mug came back because I realized I needed more coffee than what I was having. So we got the bathroom installed. We've got to work on this wall. We've got to put a board down there. We've got to frame out the windows, and we've got to close this up. We'll take this down when we close it up. It's just kind of hanging up there, but it's a really cool cabinet that we have our stuff in. So, yeah, I'm excited. Got some essential oils up here. If you haven't seen, the shower is done. So we've got a lot of cool things going on. So I'm gonna step over here and change because, well, you don't need to see me doing that. There we go. Ooh, this is kind of fun. I wonder if it'll be cold. Have any of you friends watching, have you ever worked for Amazon or been in the Amazon factory? I think it'll be pretty exciting. I don't know. I'm thinking this is what I want to wear, but I don't know. All right, I got my clothes on. You want to see? Totally different outfit than what I started out as, which is, you know, as dopamine dressing is. Ooh, shook that. That probably didn't sound good. Fun fact as to why I wear these like cover-ups is because I want to keep my tattoos nice. I keep winging this thing around. I want to keep my tattoos nice and keep covered up from the sun naturally. So I try to cover up with clothes when I'm in the sun. I gotta wake up some kids and get them going because we have like 5 minutes before we actually have to leave for this tour. So let's go.
Eli can watch the dating shows.
I don't think Eli wants to watch
or the rated R shows.
Nobody's watching rated R around here. So we did end up going on the factory tour, and we were allowed to take 2 pictures. It was a really cool time. We had a blast. The other 2 kids, Molly and Eli, wanted to go home after the tour, and then me, Kyle, and Ben went to this awesome Indian place for lunch. Hello, friends. I have changed. Well, actually, I changed my pants. I'm just in like comfy, big, baggy muslin pants in my Cantha Bay. I was actually going to go on a walk, and I wanted to know if you wanted to go with me. Hopefully, the planes are not going to be too loud. We are going to do our best. Oh, there's a new sparkling water company in town, and it's called Arrowhead. So we're trying it out. They don't have a huge, they don't have a huge selection of waters that we enjoy. Like, there's a lot of sparkling waters out there, but not all sparkling waters are created equal. All right, let's show you where we're staying. I'm actually excited to do this day in the life. I think it's gonna be really fun. Thank you, Jen, for suggesting it. Not third person Jen, that's one of my friends. We are at this amazing campground. Our friends Tanya and Troy have a campground in Kentucky and one in Arizona. And so they came in so clutch when we needed a place to stay. We were boondocking means just camping off grid in the quartzite desert. We needed some unlimited water because now we have a shower, and you saw the sink. Just, ooh, this looks like a good spot. Let me show you. Look at this right over here. I think we can enjoy our sparkling water and kind of sit under the tree as the airplanes go by. And those are jets. Like, those aren't even... Here, you take your seat right here. Nope. We can't see each other's. That's not good. There we go. I hope that's... I don't know if that's an anthill or not. I don't know if I'm sitting in a bunch of anthills. Actually, it could be the roots pushing up things from the ground. Do you hear all the birds? At least once a day, I try and get outside and do a walk. I really like to move my body, especially when I'm like shifting from things. So we did go on the Amazon tour. Loads of fun. We couldn't take pictures anywhere. Hello, thank you. Can I sit on you? We did not get to take pictures. They said that you could not take pictures. So at the end we did. At the beginning we took one. At the end we took one. And then because my book came out today, we wanted to take the kids out to lunch. And collectively, Indian food won the vote. Unfortunately, Molly and Eli did not want Indian food, and they asked if we could bring them back to the bus before we went out to lunch. And so, yeah, we let them come back to the bus, and then they made their own lunch and ate it here. And then me, Ben, and Kyle went out to this. Oh my gosh, it was so good. I ate gluten, and that was not so good. That made my tummy hurt. Not a good life choice. But it was naan bread, and it was covered in butter and garlic and cilantro. So I had butter and gluten, which butter is dairy, and so yeah, my tummy was not entirely happy with me. This one's called Snowberry. It's not bad. It's not terrible. It's like raspberry and like vanilla, like a hint of it. It's not terrible. So what do I have going on in my day? All right, so I've been up since 4:44 this morning. We have made coffee. I have been, something I didn't film, I was on my phone answering comments and messages, and I had to coordinate and get my blog post out. So there's a lot that goes on in my day. I feel like I kind of am, it's 24/7, right? What I do, because it's just fluid. We don't have like a 9 to 5 schedule. So what that means is that we don't get like Saturday and Sunday off, essentially, right? Even like parenting, we're with our kids 24/7. I take these little breaks throughout the day. They can be anywhere from as little as like 5 to 15 minutes, all the way up to an hour. And I'll just maybe go outside, go for a walk, sit under a tree, just like really shift my energy. Because I feel like if I don't do that, I don't take any time at all for me, and I'm exhausted by the end of the day. When I use this model, right, of working really anytime and parenting anytime and momming and partnering and all the things, if I don't take this little bit for myself, by the end of the day, I'm just plumb exhausted. Now, when I take these breaks throughout the day, even 15 minutes, like say I take 3 15-minute breaks for just me, doing my own thing, I'm so good till the end of the night. I'm not burnt out, and I feel fantastic. So this is the model that just works for me. I didn't do good with like that 9 to 5 routine. I even struggled in my salon, like having to be in that kind of routine. So for me, being neurodivergent and with my PTSD, this works. This works for me, this lifestyle. And, you know, Kyle's also neurodivergent, and one of our kids as well. And so this life that we've kind of been able to create for ourselves has really allowed us to thrive in life. And I think that's why, you know, a lot of times people wonder why we don't go back to a traditional house. And it's because the traditional house doesn't work for us. For us, it is this life of movement, of being a nomad. I don't know how else to explain it other than it's just what we thrive in. And yeah, we're happy. We're happy now. Check this out. I love flowers. Let's go take a peek at the flowers over here. Oh, I love pausing and just looking at the flowers. Look at these little buggers. Then we got some bees and some bugs in there. Oh yeah, there's a bee right over here. Oh, yeah. I love to stop and smell the flowers and look at the flowers and really just observe whatever moment I might be in. Because it keeps me grounded. You know, it keeps me in the here and now and the present, and I don't get lost in my big emotions that I have. Like now, even when we drove to the Amazon tour, right, the whole family's in the car, and my panic is, it's always there. If I'm getting into a vehicle, you can just understand that Jen will be in panic, even though I don't look like it on the outside. I think so many people look like they have it all together on the outside, but we make assumptions about people and we assume far too many things. And I just like to try and give everybody grace. I have this cardinal thing that I live by, that I treat others how I want them to treat me. And so I model that in everything, even people that don't understand me, even people that judge me and criticize me and call me names. Yeah, I give them grace because I don't know what happened to them to cause them to choose to talk that way to someone. And I send them love. That's all I can do. Everybody is growing through something that you can't see, you know? So treat others how you want to be treated. That being said, I have got to color my hair today. You want to color my hair? I picked up a color. This is why I like waking up super early and getting my work done. Like I worked until we left and then kind of in the car. And I love getting my stuff done early because then I've got the rest of the day to be flexible. So if I need to do something like coloring my hair, squeezing that in, I can do it because I'm flexible. Let's get back to the bus and color this hair. It has been a hot minute since I've colored my hair. We were in Quartzsite and we were taking showers at the laundromat. So in doing so, they don't allow you to color your hair in the bathroom. I mean, rightfully so, because, you know, I think sometimes people, if it's not theirs, they don't really clean up very well. But I went to Sally's the other day, and if you've ever wanted to know what I use to color my hair, I'm going to show you. You know, I'm a naturalist. I really like to go as natural as possible. And then there are some things that I choose that I'm not going to be a naturalist on, and my hair color is one of them. And that's just what I do. So I get the L'Oreal Quick Blue bleach. Then I use my 20 volume. I left my old stuff in the bus. My old stuff being like I had a bowl, some caps, and a brush. So I had to buy those new. See? Look at all the things. Because when you're going from place to place, not all towns have the same kind of styles. Like across the country, you would be so surprised at the different variations of style. Oh, yay! It's just different ways of doing things and how things look. Okay. Luckily, I just cut my hair, so I don't have too much to color today, but I do the root first and then I'll throw the ends in afterwards, because if I do not, it will epically fry my hair. I grew up in a hair salon. I don't know if you knew that, but I grew up in a hair salon and I was my mom's shampoo girl for many years. And I learned how to do hair. I sat and observed and watched, and I feel like when you observe and you watch, you don't just jump in, you just sit and you watch. You learn so much more than you think. Like our kids, oh, They are learning and watching all the time. I always look at this. Okay. If you're neurodivergent, I do this where I'm like, oh, was it right? Oh, let me see. Was it right? Oh, what was that number? Like, I have to like check myself because I'm so worried that it's not right. So in those times when I have that, like right now, I just take like that big cleansing breath, and it brings a lot of stuff down. It took me a while, don't get me wrong, like it took me a while to get here to where I can just one starting of the inhale just already releases like my stomach and everything. So it's practice, it's repetition, it's continuing to show up for yourself every single day, every time that those big emotions come in. And it's not easy. On scalp obligations only. 20 developer. Yeah, so by the time I was like 12, 13, I was coloring hair. Like my mom would have me color her hair, and my friends would have me color their hair. And now it's kind of the same. Yeah, it's a cool skill. I don't have my cosmetology license. In fact, I went the opposite direction because that's what kids do, huh? Kids go the opposite way that their parents, because they're gonna show them. And I became a dog groomer. I don't know. There was a time where I could have become a hairdresser, and I'm sure I would have been really good and successful. It just didn't feel like that's where I needed to be. So I did dog grooming for 15 years, mixed in with, being at home for my kids and all the other things going on that have happened in my life, which it's not just me, right? Like your life is crazy too. I know that, you come over and we chat and I talk a lot, and your life is just as valuable and just as important as mine is. Your struggles are no worse or better or anything than mine. They're just different, and I think that's what I'm so grateful for, having this platform and this space to be able to be there for each other, like truly be there for each other. Like this life stuff is so hard, and there's a ton of people out there that want to tear you down and kick you and hurt you, and it really stinks that there's people like that. And there's good people, there's kind people, there's loving people. You just have to shift your focus a little bit, because there's always going to be bad. Oh, friend, the bad never goes away. That's the thing, is the suffering doesn't stop. You just learn how to grow through it. I think the suffering is like the manure. My friend Robin says shit grows from shit. The suffering is the manure that you need to grow. It fertilizes you. It helps you to realize that, each struggle is a lesson. Like when you reframe your mindset and turn those struggles into lessons, holy crap, life levels up after that. Like it's harder, but it's easier. Like you just get things more. You're like, oh, okay, well, my hot water heater went out. This is a good lesson that next time I probably need to maintain it. I look at the things that happen, like for this half-built bus, for instance, and I'm like, there's a lot of red flags that I didn't listen to. And here's the deal, y'all. Life is an individual journey. You cannot change what people do, but you can choose how you react to it. We don't have to get upset, and we don't have to get mad every time somebody triggers us. We're triggered because that trigger is tied to some trauma, and that trauma is bubbling to the surface because it wants to be released. So that's all these triggers are. I mean, I have triggers every day. Triggers are a thing that they happen. They just do. And they're going to continue to happen. And the only way to grow through them is to flow with them. Flow with life. This nomadic life, for us, has taught us to pivot. holy shiitake mushrooms. We did not know how to pivot before. We thought we did, but like this life really exercises those muscles. And it's just pretty cool that we've made these choices to get where we are, because it isn't luck. It is not. Where I am today on my healing journey is not luck that I got there. It's a lot of making choices and failing and continuing to make choices and failing. It's not being afraid to fail. I have learned more when I fail than when I win. But enough preaching on my soapbox, because I definitely don't want to do that, because life is hard enough. I don't really believe in gurus or masters or people that claim to know all the secrets and can make you rich beyond your wildest dreams. Because just because it happened for them and they did a certain set of steps means absolutely nothing for it to happen to you. It's about putting in that work. It's about putting in those reps of, like, when your anxiety wants to bring you catastrophic thoughts, right? When that catastrophic thought comes in, I say, I do not agree. I do not agree. And then it starts to dissipate, because you are not your thoughts until you agree to them. They're just passing through. They're just here, like in outer space. They're just floating. They don't belong to you until you say yes. And so if there is something that comes up that I do not agree to that, I say to my thoughts, I do not agree. And they go away. Try it. Try it this week. I'm telling you, it really did help me. That was something that when I reframed that I didn't have to agree with my thoughts, holy crap. Like, that freed up so much of my brain space. Because it's tough when you are a mom and you have kids and you have a partner or a husband and you have got 50 million things going on in your life, and then you're expected to do everything without complaint, plus have a period, not be hormonal. You know, there's a lot that's put onto us. I don't say this to put anybody else down. Here's the thing, me saying this doesn't devalue men. It's showing that, hey, I'm feeling a certain type of way and I feel there's an injustice and there's something going on inside of me. This is what's going on. I just want to be heard. I just want my experience validated, because it is valid. And you know what? Your experience is just as valid as mine, and neither one is wrong. They're just different. Hey, buddy, what's up?
I was gonna see what's happening. I thought you were calling Robin.
Oh, you thought I was calling Robin? Yes, I do love to call Robin.
Paisley on this one.
Oh, that one's
This
pretty.
is so cool. Oh my gosh, look, that's so retro, you guys. I like this.
Oh, I love it.
These little details make my heart
Oh,
sing.
that's so
Actually,
cute.
Hello.
Oh, that's so
It's gonna
cute.
go with a harmony. Exactly. You
Ah.
are gonna wear it. You are gonna wear it.
So, friend, I'm actually finishing coloring up my hair. Hey, buddy, how's it going? And I am watching, I got a notification, McCantha Bay Girls are live. But I love going on the live stream. So Mindy is on there today showing off some things. Oh, they don't pay me or anything like that. I just love their clothes. Oh, that top is so cute. Hello. It is on my head. I'm answering messages and comments. I spend a lot of my day trying to do those, because like the whole point of, you know, sharing my life is to connect with other people, and it's hard when I can't answer all of them, because, like, you know, I have to have some time for myself and some relaxation. And point being, usually while I'm doing something like this, I've got things going on in the background, and then I'm planning a couple things out in my this is a Amazon or Kindle Scribe, and it's like this notebook that you take your pen and you write in. It's like the pages of a Kindle, so it's like a Kindle screen, not so much a smartphone screen. And so I can transfer things through PDF, and I write a lot in here. So I have some writing that I want to get done, a couple other things, and yeah, so I'm going to do that. And then rinse this out. I still have to decide if I'm doing the color or not. I don't know. What do you think? Should I do the color or not do the color? It's not a very risky color, so I think that should be said. It's not a super risky color. But it's 2:16 now. We're gonna rinse out my hair, and then at some point today, I have to make some dinner. And I might do a little bit of relaxing because, yeah, it's been a busy day. I was texting Kyle because, like, today, my book coming out, I've gotten so many screenshots of people that have sent me that have bought my book. That, like, it took time and their money out of their life to, like, buy my book. The messages that I've gotten of people that are so proud of me. I didn't get that as a kid.
You okay, Mom?
Yeah, buddy, I'm good. I'm just having a moment of gratitude.
What is gratitude again?
I'm just really thankful. A lot of people bought my book today and they told me about it. I'm just really grateful that people believed in me enough to buy something that I made.
How much is the book, though?
I think it's on Amazon. Oh, there's my timer for my hair.
Can you be help for a second, though?
Yeah, buddy. What's up? You know, I like I said, as a kid, I didn't have that kind of being proud of me. So, yeah, it's so cool to have family and friends from all across the globe sending me love and just well wishes and buying my book and just, man, my heart is so full. It's so full. But now I've got to wash my hair.
Mom, you're getting a shower?
I'm getting used to this. I'm rinsing out my hair, and it's a wild shower head.
Okay.
Thanks for checking on me.
Okay, I have to, hello, mix up my toner, and I use the Wella T18 Ash Blonde. I still have not decided, will it? No, it's fine. I still have not decided if I am doing the color or not. I do have to get this, like, brassiness out of my hair. Yeah, that is a downside of doing blonde if you are wanting to do blonde yourself, is that, how's the back of my hair look? Can you tell me how'd I do? The downside to doing blonde is you do need to tone it. What am I doing? 1 part to 2 part 20 volume. So I'm gonna do the 2, and then I'll have it go up to the 3. Yeah, mathin', you know? Molly and Ben go to an online school, and if you're interested in a different type of school for your kids, let me know, because our kids' school actually just opened up a couple places. It's an online school. They're based out of Montana. So if you are interested in that information, just shoot me an email, jen@beingbethunes.com, and I will get you connected with them, because they're just, they are fantastic. Molly and Ben really, really love their school. Until Eli is at the point where he's going to go. He's still with us doing his learning every day, reading, writing, science. It just looks kind of different because he learns in a different way. But let me put this on my head, my handy dandy toner, and hopefully it will take this brassiness out. I knew I was gonna do that. Oh, there we go. Whatever. Waste not, want not, right? All right, I'm gonna drying my hair. Are you ready to see what color it is? Oh, I am pretty excited. Ah, I did a pink. I did a pink. Ah, all right. I'm gonna get my hair dried. I'll meet you in the kitchen to make dinner. Okay, got that done. Put this up. You know, some days my best is making chicken and rice and fresh veggies. And then some days my best is a tuna fish sandwich. Neither one is wrong, neither one is right. It's just a different level of best for the day. And I am pooped. Eli requested tuna fish and salad with ranch and some tangerines, and all Ben wanted was a sandwich. So I've got to give these back to the boys, and I'll be right back. Here, buddy.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Hey, Eli, I got your food for you.
Hold
Oh, there it is. Okay. Cup, all the things. I made myself a tuna fish sandwich. Normally, I don't eat meat. Tonight, I was just feeling like tuna fish. I always give thanks to the meat or the animal that I am about to consume, because the animal gave its life so that I can eat. And I think this is where I leave you, friend. I'm so grateful you came over with me and hung out, and like today my book launched and you were here with me. Like, that really does mean the world to me. Thank you for being here and being you. And I can't wait to see you next time. You're welcome. Anytime. My bus is your bus. Oh, Chicos, are you ready? Oh, I gotta get him water. Gotta get him water. Do, 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 do.